All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the channel. All right, now here's a video that I came across earlier today that I think most of us, if not all of us, will find amusing. Now, the video deals with a frauditor who's been away for about a good year now, and he put out a video just a week ago or something like that, a week or two or whatever. In my opinion, I covered his video and I made the comment that in my opinion he was testing the waters to see if people were still interested in his videos. And unfortunately, there are people interested in his damn videos. We all know there's a shitload of people out there with hatred towards our government as well as law enforcement. Anyway, in this video here, the frauditor is detained by an officer. There is a call of a robbery. Unfortunately, the frauditor matches the description as well as the clothing that he had on. Now, again, the frauditor states that when the officer rolled up on him or whatsoever, apparently the frauditor, maneuvering himself out of the way of the vehicle, twisted his ankle. Listen, I am laughing because I'm saying this guy will do just about anything to make a buck, okay? He disappeared for a good year after he got arrested for harassing a female officer, okay? And just before that video that he put out of him getting arrested and him disappearing for a year, for like, let's say, a month backwards, let's say, his videos were shit. His videos were crap. Nobody was really watching his videos, okay? My views are not all that damn high, and I'm telling you guys, my views were topping his views. So that tells you a lot right there, okay? So, like I said, in my opinion, the frauditor, I forgot even to mention, the frauditor we're in reference to here is Glen Cerio, a.k.a. terrorizing the USA. And I'm telling you, I watched this video and I was dying. This guy will do just about anything for the limelight, let's say. Okay? Again, I say, I could understand the cops got a description of an individual. Here, Glenn, and that's what he was doing just before he disappeared for that year. He was just walking around recording anything that he can record. I remember watching a video that he recorded a construction job, a construction job site. And I mean, this guy was just out there, anything that he could consider content, he was just throwing it on YouTube. And that's why I said people were not finding his videos interesting because it didn't have, I'm talking about shit. A lot of these guys, we always say the shit that they do has nothing to do with rights or the Constitution. I'm telling you, Glenn went low. This guy was recording just anything. And I'm telling you guys, anything. Check out his channel and go back a year and you'll see what I mean, okay? And like I said, in this video here, apparently he's telling one officer that when the officer who detained him pulled up on him in the vehicle, he had to maneuver himself out the way of the vehicle, twisted his ankle. Now he's hurt. Needs an ambulance to go to the hospital. Come on now. He's dramatizing shit. You can't tell me that he's not going to try to put a lawsuit for monetary damages. Let's jump into the video and you'll better understand what I'm talking about.
Are you recording me?
What's that?
Are you recording me?
I am.
Very good. What's your name?
Why do you want to know?
Because you're being detained. You're not free to leave.
For what?
Okay, for theft. People up here say for me to see someone matching your description.
So what I'm going to do here now, I'm going to tell you that you're illegally detaining me and you're going to get sued.
Okay, that's fine. Why don't you sit down and buckle for me?
I'm not going to sit anywhere. Get your sergeant here.
Okay, he's on his way.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you sit on the bumper?
I will not sit on the bumper.
Okay. What's your name?
Listen, you've made the biggest mistake of your life.
Okay.
You have no idea who you're talking to. You've approached the worst. I'm not going to tell you, but
okay,
you've made the biggest mistake of your life.
Okay.
And you are going to lose your job.
Okay.
If you could have picked out one of a million people, you've won the lottery. Okay. I'm not kidding. You've won the lottery.
Okay.
So you are going to find out the hardest way you know.
Okay.
and you're gonna lose your job,
Okay.
and you're gonna be invested by the FBI.
Okay. Can I just ask you a couple questions?
No, you can't.
Okay. Were you just up at the Safeway right now?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So we're just gonna hang tight for my sergeant to get in here. Okay. And then we'll figure out what's going on.
We can do whatever you want to do, but I'm telling you, I'm detained. I'm about to be arrested for nothing. This cop pulled me over for nothing. Oh man, if you could have won the lottery, you've won the lottery.
Okay.
You have won the fucking lottery.
Okay, very good. Excellent. So we're just gonna hang out then, wait for my sergeant to come up, and then we'll figure out what's going on at the Safeway. Sound good?
No, doesn't sound good.
Well, why not?
Sounds like you're an idiot.
You wanted my sergeant to come here.
And then after that, I'll ask for the lieutenant, and then after that, I'll ask for the captain, and then after that, I'll call Washington State Patrol, and then after that, I'll call the FBI.
Okay.
Okay? Now you're gonna look like a fool in front of your sergeant, okay? He probably take one look at me and tell you to leave. That's probably what's gonna happen. So where's your body cam?
I don't have one. You're my body cam.
Yeah.
Don't have a report. How many units do I have coming my way?
You're making the biggest mistake of your life.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Where is your sweatshirt
What
and
sweatshirt?
your beanie hat that you had on?
My sweatshirt and my beanie hat.
Yeah.
Be more specific. What did it look like?
You had a gray sweatshirt and a white beanie hat.
Did I? You know false detainment's a crime in Washington State? Do you know that you are...
I'm very aware of the laws in Washington.
Okay, well, you'll be very aware of the FBI because the FBI investigates Edmonds PD all the time.
Okay.
So,
All right. Where's your sweatshirt?
which one?
Your gray Seahawks sweatshirt.
Gray Seahawks. You think I'm a Seahawks fan?
Yeah, I do.
You think I like the Seahawks?
You were wearing a Seahawks sweatshirt.
Was I?
Yeah.
And you have me on camera, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go review that camera.
We will. In time.
No, I think you're going to find out the hard way.
Well, why is that?
You're making the biggest mistake of your life, and you've already been told this a million times.
Okay.
You have no idea who you're talking to.
Who am I talking to?
You have no idea what's about to happen to you.
Who am I talking
You have no idea the amount of people that are going to come to that police station and surround that police station.
All right, so let me just jump in here and cover my butt with the Fair Use Act here. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Glen, if you've been watching Glen's videos, even back in the past before he disappeared for that whole year, then you are aware that Glen likes to make threats. Okay, he likes to threaten people, especially cops. Okay, now he's telling the cop in the beginning here, you just don't know who you detain. You don't know who you detain. Trying to intimidate the officer, trying to throw it at the officer that he's some big shot. Okay, some big YouTuber, let's say. Okay, now what really had me dying and cracking up here while I'm editing the video, he's telling the officer, you just don't know the amount of people that are gonna come down here and surround the police station. I can't believe that Glen has it in his head that he has a mega fan base that would be willing to drive to that police station and surround the police station on his behalf. Holy shit, this guy is really on some serious trip. And I had to bring that to your attention because I'm saying, shit, this guy is really screwed up in the head. But let's get back to the video and see what more crap he tells the officer.
Who am I talking to?
So don't touch me.
Hey, Glenn.
Let's tell him who I am. Let's tell this guy who I am. Let's inform this guy who I am.
Hey, Glenn. So I know who you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now you're just being detained because you match the description of a suspect. Okay.
And how do you know me?
Okay.
How do you know me?
Apparently he's talked to you before.
Apparently, you've made the biggest mistake of your life, and this guy, he's already acknowledging that. How do you know me?
That's not the suspect.
That's not the suspect.
Yeah.
How do you know me?
Hey, Glenn.
Yeah?
I came over to the store. Okay.
Yeah?
I got a picture.
Yeah?
Okay, so the picture, the person was wearing white clothing.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly what you're wearing right now.
Yeah?
How would you think?
Where'd you used to work?
White male. Well, it doesn't matter what.
Where did you used to work?
Listen, Glenn. Listen.
Did you work for Honeywell?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
what
you
happened?
did you?
And then what happened?
Yeah, you did. You cried like a little bitch to HR.
Because of what?
You cried like a little bitch to HR.
Okay.
It's what you did.
Okay, and then.
I'm a little Vietnamese guy from Vietnam, and
Okay.
he's attacking me. He's making fun of me.
We don't need him.
Oh yeah, you're a crybaby.
Photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay.
now you're gonna get reported.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
425-771.
Where's the sergeant? Where's the sergeant?
425-771.
Where's the sergeant? You fucking retard.
And you can
You
can
fucking
call. Okay,
retard.
We're done.
Yeah. On your way, bitch. On your way, bitch. You are dismissed, bitch. Yeah, I was badly injured. One of your officers pulled in here, almost hit me with his vehicle, accused me of robbery 1 with deadly weapon, said I was wearing a gray Seahawks shirt, wear a beanie, accused me of robbery. When he pulled in, he went on the curb, and I had to almost maneuver out of the way, and I ended up twisting my leg, my lower back, so I'm feeling a lot of pain right now. I'm not able to walk. I need an aid car.
Okay.
So.
All right, so don't you find that unusual that the few minutes that he was detained, never did he mention to that officer, oh, I hurt my leg, I feel in pain or anything like that? I mean, if that was all true, what just came out of his mouth right now, I think he would threw it at that officer. You detained me, and when you pulled up, I getting out of the way, I twisted my ankle, my back, and now I'm hurt. You know, you would have think he would be right at that moment. He would be requesting an ambulance, not to talk to a sergeant or a supervisor. Okay, so this just further proves that he's full of shit, as well as that, in my opinion, he's trying to make a quick buck. Okay, I understand I'm being pissed off to be detained for something that he didn't do, but now here he is trying to make a quick buck off that little error. That's just my opinion.
Did you get that officer's name?
I couldn't get his name. His 2 initials in his name, I can't remember.
I'll have 8 come in.
What's that?
8's right around the corner.
Okay, is there like a lieutenant so I can report that officer?
Yeah, so I'm a corporal, and my sergeant's also on his way up.
Okay. And then 2 other officers showed up, and then Mitsui, I think his name is.
Okay, yeah.
And then Win, and then Win knows me because we worked at aerospace together, and he was under me, and he did confirm that on the video that he knows me, and we had a past. So there's a past history there where he made some false claims to the corporation, and so he did lie, and he wrote a letter to corporate. So I'll be reporting him too. Mitsui.
All right, so let me just jump back in here because right now at this moment, Glen is making false accusations on that Vietnamese officer. At no time did that officer come into the picture making accusations that they knew each other, that they worked together, and so on. Now, Glen, if you rewind back to that little section of the video where the Vietnamese officer came into the picture, you'll notice that it was Glen that was insistent that they knew each other. We worked together and you made claims to HR about me and so on. Okay? And the officer at one point agreed with him. Yeah, we know each other. We work together. But the officer, the Vietnamese officer, was there to explain to Glen, this is the reason you got detained, because you matched the description of the individual that they were looking for. So I will say, I understand Glen being pissed off that he was detained, but now he is definitely making false accusations on that officer. The idea that they worked together and that the Vietnamese officer put in a complaint on HR in reference to Glen, making racist comments to him, that tells me that before even Glen became a frauditor, he was an asshole. The racist part, damn it, I'm going to believe, because I got a video saved on my computer of Glen making racist comments towards a black officer. Okay, so we all know that Glen is a racist. Okay, and now he's telling this officer, when I turn the video back on, pay attention to the stuff that comes out of his mouth. Pay attention to what comes out of Glen's mouth. He is making accusations that that officer came on scene treating him belligerent and all kind of shit. Okay, that in my opinion, this video, I'm going to find the email out to that particular police department and send it to him. Okay, because again I say, in my opinion, he's making a false allegation, and I think charges should be put on Glen for what is about to come out of his mouth. Pay attention, guys, and let's get back into the video.
He kind of just walked away. He didn't do nothing. He kind of knew what was happening. He knew I wasn't the suspect.
What are you saying that Officer Nguyen did?
Sorry, what?
What did Officer Nguyen do?
When me have a history at another company before he became...
What about today? What are you reporting today?
So I'm reporting his demeanor, his aggression, and he lied on the camera about our past. Like he said, you know,
What do you say?
He made some false claims to the corporation, saying that I talked about his heritage, his Vietnamese heritage, said I'm a racist, made a lot of claims to HR. Not a very credible person, not someone to swear an oath to a constitution. The lies he made and the stuff he did was real
Did he do anything? Did he say anything to you today?
Yeah, he got belligerent. He did tell the other officer that I'm not the suspect, but he got real belligerent and kind of like was yelling and kind of like he wasn't happy. He wasn't, you know.
Which leg is it?
That's my left leg.
Left leg? What? You come take a look.
I thought they were here for me.
Where?
Okay, they were talking to him.
Hi there.
Hello.
How's it going?
Not too good. One of the officers almost collided with me and almost hit me with his patrol vehicle, and I almost stumbled and hurt my leg and my lower back, and I'm having trouble walking.
Okay. Where were we at when it happened?
Right there, right where that pole is. He pulled onto the sidewalk. I thought he was going to run me over. He accused me of robbery, one with deadly weapon.
What would you like us?
I need to go to the hospital. I need to go to the hospital and get.
All right, let's go.
I can't walk.
All right, we can grab our bed and bring it over, okay?
Okay.
How'd you walk over to here?
I limped. I've been limping. I can limp, but it hurts.
Yeah, can you limp? Let's limp over here.
I don't really want to hurt it any more than it is.
Okay.
I don't want to do any more damage than what's.
Go, Glen.
How's it going?
You're good.
So hey, I know you explained to my partner, but what happened with the officer?
So I was walking southbound on 99.
Southbound on 99. Okay.
Yeah, and he
on
literally
this side or that side?
this side right here.
Okay, gotcha.
And he literally like flipped a U-turn and got right where that white truck is.
Okay.
And almost hit me with his vehicle. He got out and said, "You're a suspect for robbery 1 with deadly weapon. You're wearing a gray Seahawks sweatshirt."
He said that to you, or
Yeah.
was he talking to somebody else?
Me.
Oh.
He accused me of robbery 1 at a store.
Okay.
I told him, "You got the wrong guys. It's the worst day of your life. You've won the lottery. You don't know who I am." And he wouldn't back off, and he was holding his gun. He wanted me to put my hands on the hood of his car. He wanted me to sit on his bumper. I refused.
Okay.
He wanted me to identify myself. I refused.
Okay.
He said I'm being detained.
Okay. Was there another guy that he was with? I thought he was on a shoplift call.
He said something about robbery. Said I was wearing a gray Seahawks sweatshirt.
Can you scoot your hips this way a little bit?
This way?
No, to your right.
Towards the top.
Scoot your hips all the
There
way.
you go.
There you go. Kick your feet up. Are you recording this?
I am.
Is there a reason?
I was threatened by an officer, and I'm going to take him to court. I'm going to sue him.
So,
I'm not recording you, it's more the officers.
all right. So once they're gone, you're stopping recording.
Exactly.
All right.
All these seatbelts.
10/6/1986.
And it's Cerio.
You got it.
And do you have a middle name?
I don't.
Do you want your arm out? 1 end or 2 ends in Glen?
2.
Okay, it's coming up, all right.